Welcome everybody, Josh here, back at it today with a brand new and special product review. Today we're going to talk to you guys about the Elgato green screen. Now, as you guys know, over the past year or so, I've been pretty much concerned with upgrading sort of my tech and my hardware in terms of my own YouTube channel and trying to make that as perfect as I possibly can make it. And you guys are probably wondering, well, Josh, don't you already have a green screen? Why did you buy the $150 Elgato green screen? Which I actually think is a sound investment. I think that if you're looking for a well-built and a high-quality piece of gaming as well as movie related tech, the Elgato green screen that I have here behind me is definitely the one for you. As you guys know, I really do like doing sort of the green screen videos. I've been a huge fan of the green screen stuff ever since I saw other popular YouTube channels that I watch and like using that either for their gaming channel or for the movie review stuff that I actually do for my own channel. And for me personally, it allows me to utilize the tech that Hollywood likes to use in their own films, such as the green screen stuff and the chroma key stuff, which is relatively easy to use once you have the green screen, proper lighting. As you guys know, over the past couple of years or so, I've been trying to be a little bit more self-sufficient, especially with sort of my own YouTube channel. You know, I figured if Hollywood wasn't coming to me, I was going to be pretty much building my studio so that way I could do the same things that Hollywood does on sort of their own end. And I really do like working with sort of the green screen stuff just because it allows me to kind of express myself in a little bit of a better way than sort of I could with just using sort of my own office setup or sort of the background that you have right now. I am in a little bit of a move right now, so I am currently not in my final setup. Hopefully within the next few months, you might start seeing a little bit of a different change in terms of my setup and everything. But for now, this is kind of what we have to go with. And one of those things I wanted to upgrade was my green screen. I had the $50 one that I got from Amazon like a few years ago that really worked well for what I wanted to do with it at the time, but it's really cumbersome to try and pretty much bring that thing out and utilize that because it is a portable green screen, but it's also kind of hard to tear down, bring back up. It is a green and blue screen combo for my older one, which is only like $50 from Amazon, so pretty much anybody can buy it at this point. But I wanted one that I could easily extend and retract, pretty much like, you know, some other content creators that I know and love kind of do on their channel currently. And this was a great way for me to kind of do that. And so I picked up the Elgato green screen over the course of my birthday. I figured that it was my birthday, so I could kind of splurge a little bit. My birthday was last month, so if you guys were wondering, that's pretty much around the time that my birthday is. I bought it, I got it in the mail, and I was actually pretty impressed just because of the build quality of it. The fact that this thing is very, very heavy. It's made out of metal. You know, it's got a metal case pretty much that encloses it, similar to that of an egg carton in a way. But this thing is amazing. I think that if you guys buy this, you'll definitely be pleased with your purchase of the Elgato green screen. So I'm going to quickly bring this thing up for you guys and show you guys, you know, the nitty gritty aspects of it. It is a lime green color. I know that typical green screens are pretty much, you know, a darker green color, similar to that of what you'd see sort of like on typical green screens. Like if you type in green screens in YouTube, you'll pretty much be able to see what I'm talking about here. Maybe I'll put up an image of that on display. But for me, the reason why I utilize the green screen is that it allows me to talk about a movie and have an image of the movie in question or the video game in question in the background, sort of have me in the foreground, and then sort of the image of the movie or the video game that I'm currently talking to you guys about, because I do talk about movies and video games on my main channel, which has pretty much become sort of the place that I kind of upload a lot to the most. When I'm not uploading to that, I have a video game channel, which I do utilize the green screen on occasionally. So it allows me to switch things up a little bit so that way my content doesn't become stale or boring, which is definitely something that you don't want to be doing if you're creating content for YouTube. But let me pull up the green screen. I'll show you guys a little bit about it, what it kind of does and everything, and talk a little bit more, and then I'll kind of show you guys some images and maybe some videos and stuff like that spliced into sort of the editing program, which now I'm using Final Cut. That's something else I still have yet to talk about on my channel, but I'll definitely probably make videos on that in the near future. I do work with Adobe as well, Adobe CS6 on sort of my older computer and stuff like that. Maybe I'll upgrade to CC, I don't know. But really like utilizing the tools of the trade in terms of what Hollywood kind of uses for their own films, and green screen technology and chroma key is basically something that Hollywood definitely does for most of their movies, especially with like visual effects and everything. So let me get this out and I'll talk to you a little bit more about it once I do. And this is the Elgato green screen. So this is a extendable and retractable green screen that I can pretty much put any sort of background that I want, whether it's an image of the movie or video game that I'm talking about, a piece of gameplay footage that I am currently sort of doing for a review or something like that, or even just, you know, reacting to for my channel, or even if I wanted to, I could put a scene from a movie that I really like in the background of that. And I do that through the video editor Final Cut or Premiere or even After Effects. You can utilize this technology for, and it's a great way to kind of utilize sort of the technology and the tools of the trade that Hollywood currently uses in their motion pictures. And it's also a great way to up sort of the production quality of my YouTube channel. And this thing is amazing. Like once I finally opened this out of the box, I could not believe that I currently have this, and especially something that could be mounted to a ceiling if you wanted to, similar to what a current YouTuber does, where he kind of has it and he just pulls it back up and everything. And it's pretty cool the way that he does that. So if I wanted to, I could kind of do stuff that way. But I think that for a portable green screen that looks relatively great, that has a sturdy sturdy mechanism that allows you to extend and retract this sort of Elgato green screen. I think the money that you're paying for something like this and the build quality that they're giving you, Elgato is just the best in terms of the quality and stuff like that of their products. I really like the technology utilized in the green screen, and I think that it's really great. Now, Elgato is owned by Corsair, so it's basically owned by sort of a manufacturing company and stuff like that, but I really like this company. I've been buying their capture cards for a very, very long time now, and I'm pleased to have their green screen technology just because of the fact that it allows me to do so much more stuff than I was able to do before, especially using a green screen. I really do like the fact that I currently own this for my own usage, and I didn't really expect much when I first purchased this for my own use. I just thought it was going to be just your typical green screen, that there wasn't going to be any sort of metal casing to it, but there definitely is, and I really do like the fact that this thing is massive. Like, it covers a huge portion of sort of my entire bar here, which I don't know if you can actually see how long it kind of extends out in terms of sort of the whole green screen, but maybe I'll show you guys that in a different sort of clip and stuff like that. But the fact that this thing is big is really cool, because in some of the videos that I saw of the Elgato green screen, I was kind of not sure if this is going to be right for me, because I am sort of a bigger built person. I do like having the ability to kind of, extend myself out in frame and kind of move my hands a little bit and kind of be a little bit more animated, I think, in terms of sort of my style and sort of the way I approach the whole aspect of my YouTube channel. And I think that's one of the reasons why people like this content and like the content that I produce, because I do get a little bit animated with my hand gestures, and I do like talking about movies, and I'm really passionate about the subject. So it's really cool to have sort of this tech in the background right now, because I am super proud of the fact that I actually spent the $150 necessary to buy this. I saved up a couple $100 over the course of my birthday, and I actually just splurged on myself because I figured, why not buy something that's going to elevate my channel a little bit, and this definitely does. So hopefully you guys like this review. If I had to review sort of the Elgato green screen, a piece of gaming tech as well as a piece of movie review tech that I'm going to be utilizing in the future for my content, I'd have to give this about an A. I definitely think that it's worth your time and money. I think that if you're buying this for yourself or buying it for your channel, this is definitely money that you should invest in terms of buying this to have as a way to kind of improve your content. I definitely think that'll make your content look really good, especially if you buy this software to utilize it, as well as sort of, the Elgato green screen itself. Now, if you have an Elgato game capture software, you can actually go in and manipulate the green screen within the software, so you can kind of chroma key yourself in your footage while you're live streaming and doing that stuff. I'll have to show you guys that in a future video, but I tested out like a few years ago, and it's relatively easy to kind of use in terms of that software. So I bet you guys can kind of figure it out if you ever needed to, but maybe in a future video I'll show you guys a tutorial on how to do that yourselves. But I really like this. I think it's relatively worth the money in terms of buying this for your channel. I think that for the price that you're going to be getting this, and compared to some of the other green screens that you could be buying out there, this is definitely worth your money. So I'm really pleased with this, and if I wasn't pleased with this, I probably wouldn't be recommending it to you guys on my channel. So hopefully you guys will like this short review, and as always guys, if you want to see more content like this in the near future, please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.